caregiving? Why don't you put her in a facility? Are you, like, poor? What the? Oh, you're that... the caregiving guy from the group date.
Caregiving guy. I'm Jun Kobato. I'm a 25-year-old programmer who's been working from home ever since graduating college. As usual, I was working in my room when a message popped up from a college friend, Anezaki. Hey, we're doing a group date soon. Think you can join? A group date? You know, I'm taking care of my parents, right? I can't. Just come for the first round. How about that? Even so, your parents are probably pressuring you to get married soon too, right? Yeah, about that. I really want to gather good people, and you're definitely one of them. Well, if you're gonna go that far, fine, I'll join, but only for the first round. That's what I'm talking about. Let's find someone and make this a bright year. I feel like I've been talked into it somehow, but it's been a while since my last group date. Might as well have fun if I'm going. The group date I joined with that determination turned out to be pretty high level, both men and women. Do I even belong here? As I was thinking that, the woman started introducing themselves, and then it was my turn. I'm Jun Kobato, like the little dove. I'm a programmer, and my hobby is cooking. I'm good at Japanese cuisine too, but Italian's my best. Lately, I've been really into presentation.
Wow, that's unusual for a guy.
I kinda got into it while cooking at home, taking care of my mom.
Caregiving? Why don't you put her in a facility? Are you, like, poor?
I think it was Ayaka Uekusa who snickered the moment I mentioned caregiving.
What the?
And then, for some reason, Maki Imada suddenly perked up. Oh no, I don't want to ruin the mood of the group date because of me. I'm not exactly rich, but that's not the point. I just genuinely want to spend time with my mom.
Sounds like a mama's boy.
Damn, does she have some grudge against me? As I was thinking that, Anezaki suddenly stood up. Hey, Uekusa-san, you don't get it. Guys are basically either mama's boys or lolicons. That's the truth. Me, I'm a lolicon. If there's anyone under 12 here, let me know.
Me! I'm 7, mentally.
Kimiko Ueyama, the woman's organizer, raises her hand.
Way too young. Okay, then I'm a 17-year-old high schooler.
Hey. Well, enough about me being a lolicon. That's just a joke. Thanks to Anezaki and Ueyama-san playing along, the mood at the group date was saved.
Boring.
Except for Uekusa-san. Thinking back, she'd been grumpy ever since the introductions. Maybe it was because no one here met her expectations, or maybe she was just dissatisfied with the whole thing.
I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to invite Uekusa-san, so you ended up having an unpleasant time.
After the first round, Imada-san came to apologize. For the record, Uekusa-san left the moment the first round ended. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm glad to hear that.
But are you two friends? You didn't really seem like it.
We just meet through work sometimes. But we didn't even get to exchange contacts, so oh well.
Work. You're a journalist, right?
Yes. I write articles on caregiving issues. That's why her comment kind of ticked me off.
Imada-san chuckles awkwardly, then smiles.
By the way, would you like to exchange contacts? I think we'd really click on caregiving topics and all.
After the group date, Imada-san and I kept in touch and started meeting up occasionally. Because of my caregiving duties, I couldn't always go out even on days off, but we clicked. One day, I brought my mom and Imada-san to a nearby park.
Is it okay for me to be here on your date? No. I'm the one tagging along on family time.
She wanted to see what caregiving looks like. Kind of unusual, right? This park is part of Mom's usual walking route.
But I heard she has severe COPD. She can manage to walk on her own? For COPD patients who need constant oxygen, many get tired easily and use wheelchairs.
COPD is a disease where inflammation in the bronchi and alveoli reduces lung function. It's bad if her strength drops, so we try to exercise together as much as we can.
I see. Would it be okay if I join sometimes too? Of course, you're more than welcome. Thank you again for letting me meet your mother the other day.
Later, Imada-san and I went on a date, just the two of us.
She was just as kind as you said.
Mom really enjoyed talking to someone besides her helper and me for a change. If you'd like, please visit her again.
Would that be okay? Then, next time, I'd love to meet her as her girlfriend.
Her sudden confession froze my world. As soon as my brain caught up, confusion filled my mind. Are you sure you're okay with a guy like me, who sometimes can't even go outside because of caregiving?
Yes, that's exactly why. It shows how kind and responsible you are toward your family. Besides, you were at that group date, so you're single, right?
Well, yeah. Honestly, I was thrilled by her confession, but I was frustrated with myself for not being able to give an immediate yes. I mean, it's embarrassing, but I don't earn that much because caregiving comes first, you know?
That's okay. I work full-time. It's not like I'm proposing or anything. We can just start casually, see how it goes.
Then, please, take care of me. And just like that, I started dating Imada-san. A few months passed, and Imada-san, no, Maki, had started coming over to the house.
Thank you so much for inviting me to dinner today. I should really be the one cooking to welcome you. I'm sorry.
Since Mom uses oxygen, open flames are basically off limits at home. Don't worry about it, Mom. I promised today I'd show off my cooking skills. I called out from the kitchen. Honestly, I was kind of looking forward to cooking for Maki. Alright, we've got chicken cacciatore, mushroom risotto, and the classic Italian salad.
Wow, amazing! This looks like something from a restaurant. June's really gotten into presentation lately, too.
I even brought special plates just for Italian dishes.
Having a hobby that's useful is so nice. Getting to eat this kind of food at home is such a treat.
Come on, let's dig in before it gets cold. As we were enjoying the meal, I noticed Mom's mood suddenly drop. What's wrong, Mom? You don't like it?
No, it's delicious, but I'm sorry, June, for making you get so good at cooking.
What are you saying? It's my hobby now.
But because of me, you can't work outside. It's the age of diversity now.
Exactly. Being a remote programmer is totally accepted these days.
Even so, I know I'm restricting your freedom. That's why it makes me so happy you've brought someone home like this. I just don't want my presence to get in the way of your happiness.
So that's what's been on your mind, huh?
Maki-san, please take care of June. And if you two get married, I'll move into a care facility. Please don't say that. I'd love to live together with you, Mother.
Maki bowed her head, then started speaking softly, her eyes going a little distant.
My mom had a stroke when I was little and needed full-time care. But my dad was busy with work and I was just a child. So we had no choice but to put her in a facility. But she passed away before I grew up. I'm not saying care facilities are bad. Sometimes they're necessary, and there are great ones out there. But I wanted to take care of my mom myself. I see.
Mom, don't go sneaking around applying for care home slots again, okay?
I won't. The entry fees aren't cheap. We got most of it refunded, but we still lost some money on cancellation fees. Huh? Entry fees for care homes? That was banned about 10 years ago by law. And cancellation fees are totally out of the question. Really? But that was a long time ago, before June graduated college. Even if it's old, there are ways to address it. If you want, please let me know. With my job, I know a bit about these things. Thank you. I'd be so happy to have someone as capable as you as my daughter-in-law.
Wait, we've never even talked about marriage, have we?
That's true, but with you, June. June! You better not let a girl like this slip away.
I feel like they're quietly boxing me in. Not that I really mind. And so, time passed. About a year after the group date, I got another message from Anezaki. You said things were going well with Imada-san. How's it going? Yeah, actually, I'm thinking of proposing. Whoa, nice! Things are going well with me and Ueyama-san too. See? When you gather the right people, group dates really work. Everyone was serious. But would proposing from a guy like me with caregiving baggage just be a burden? She already knows you're a caregiver, right? More than that, she drops by the house sometimes. Then there's no problem. Honestly, she's probably just waiting for you to propose. Man, I want to get to that stage too. Don't cheap out on the engagement ring, alright? Show some guts, man. I know. With Anezaki's push, I made up my mind to propose to Maki. I got an engagement ring that cost more than a month's salary and invited her to a fancier than usual restaurant. She must have seen it coming. Maki had a smile like she was waiting for this moment. Maki-san, it might be presumptuous of me, but will you marry me?
I'm so happy, but I don't think I can quit my job. Is that okay?
Since I work from home, I think we can balance that out. If anything, I can't change my caregiving situation. Is that all right with you?
Of course! Please teach me. On my days off, I can help with caregiving too.
Thank you. I grew up in a single mother household, so I've always been pretty close to my mom. Ever since I saw her collapse from respiratory failure before her diagnosis, I've been extra worried. She might not have much time left. And that's why I want to cherish every moment with her.
I think that's wonderful. Please let me walk alongside you.
After that, things moved quickly. I met with her father and introduced myself. Maki had already told him about Mom's care needs. When we talked, her father just nodded calmly and said, "If Maki chose you, then I'm sure it's fine. I promise I'll make Maki happy." And soon after, we set a wedding date and told my mother.
That's wonderful. With Maki, I know you'll build a great home. I'll have to do my part too.
Congrats, Kobato. Guess it's my turn next, huh? Thanks, man. You better go for it.
Congrats, Maki! As the one who organized the group date, it's kind of touching to see someone make it to the finish line. Sorry for beating you to it. Congratulations, June. Maki-san, we'll be counting on you both from here on.
The ceremony ended smoothly, and we stepped outside under a shower of flower petals. It was then that I noticed a woman beyond the photographer, someone I thought I'd seen before.
Huh! Such a plain ceremony.
walking toward us, saying that was...
Uekusa-sama, please, this is a private wedding.
Yes, it was Ayaka Uekusa, whom I'd met at the group date. A staff member hurried after her.
How can you call it a venue tour if you don't see an actual ceremony? Even so, we haven't received permission from the wedding party.
Ayaka brushed off the flustered staff. Sorry it's such a plain ceremony.
Kabuto-sama, my apologies. A guest on a venue tour seems to have wandered in.
It's fine. We know each other, sort of.
What? Really?
The staff looked visibly relieved. I felt sorry and just went along with it.
Oh, you're that... the caregiving guy from the group date.
Caregiving guy.
You're the one getting married? Is this some kind of caregiving marriage?
Ayaka sneered just like she had at the group date.
June, who's this?
Mom looked worried. Ayaka glanced at her and snorted again.
With that nasal cannula, that severe COPD, huh? Out of breath, tires easily, can't do housework right. Complete dead weight.
What? Her insult toward Mom made me snap.
Uekusa-sama, you're disturbing the other guests. Please, that's enough. It's okay. Don't worry. I was planning to have a firm talk with her anyway.
Sensing the tension, Maki calmed the staff.
I'll go look for Uekesa-sama's companion.
The staff hurried off. Maki stepped forward, shielding Mom as she confronted Ayaka.
That's quite a rude thing to say. Is that how someone in the caregiving field talks?
Caregiving field? Are you some kind of helper or something?
Helper? Don't insult me. My family runs a nursing home. A modern-day dumping ground, though. That's quite a way to talk. But how do you know about us? I looked into your family's facility for an article. An article? Wait, you're a reporter? I thought I mentioned that at our group date. Huh, well, whatever. Our place exists because it's needed. If you want, I can take your mom in too. Well, depending on the money, of course. No thanks. We value our time with my mother-in-law. Oh, are you sure it's not just because you're broke?
Money or not, I'm not putting Mom in a facility.
Suit yourself. Good luck with your caregiving marriage.
As Ayaka turned to leave, a voice called out.
Facility? Wait, are you Uekusa from Fushien? Huh? I thought so. You looked different, so I didn't realize at first.
The name Fushien rang a bell for me too. Could it be? The one that took a down payment and didn't fully refund it under the name of a cancellation fee?
So you're the one who scammed my mother-in-law.
Maki glared at Ayaka, making her flinch for a moment.
Wait, what are you talking about? Do you remember illegally collecting down payments from people who came for consultations? And on top of that, charging cancellation fees even from those who never signed a contract. What? How do you... I mean, no. That's not true. We'd never do that. Don't think you can just weasel out with vague excuses. My mother-in-law is a direct witness.
And if we check at home, we've got receipts and brochures saved. Just as we started pressing Ayaka,
Mayama-sama, over here.
the staff returned, bringing a tall man with her. There you are. You shouldn't disrupt someone else's wedding.
Yuji-san!
Ayaka immediately scurried behind the man.
This matter isn't over yet. You will return the money you swindled from my mother-in-law.
Is something going on?
No, it's not. She's just picking a fight. That's quite a way to put it. The real issue is that you collected illegal down payments in violation of the Elderly Welfare Act.
Fuxian, you say? Are you sure there's not some mistake? I know her family's place, but I've heard it's a well-run family facility.
Have you ever verified that with your own eyes?
Well, no, but... Yuji falters under Maki's serious gaze. Then Maki's eyes widen slightly, as if she realizes something.
Wait, are you Yuji Mayama, heir to Mayama Care Supplies?
Heir sounds a bit much, but yes, that's me. So you know who I am? But maybe you can let this go just this once. You two are in the middle of your wedding, right? I'll have someone look into your mother's case later.
You really don't know anything, do you? Yuji-san, let's just go already. No, please wait. If you're unaware, then you should hear this too. Fushi-en may call itself a care facility, but in reality it's what you'd call a modern-day dumping ground. The cost-cutting measures have made the environment horrible, and many residents suffer until they die. Of course, most residents were abandoned there knowingly by their families. It's all lies. Yuji-san, you don't have to listen to this nonsense! If it's a lie, then there's no need to panic or cover your ears, right? You can always correct it later with facts. With a little digging, you'd find that Fuxian is on the verge of being sued by residents and their families. These are people who used the facility without realizing it was a dumping ground. And that's not all. There have been internal whistleblower reports of caregivers performing illegal medical procedures. On top of that, they've been illegally collecting entrance fees from prospective residents and deducting cancellation fees when refunds are issued.
Maki and Yuji were now talking calmly, while Ayaka stood awkwardly in the background. How do you know all this? Who are you?
I'm a journalist covering caregiver issues.
Ah, so that's how you knew about me. It's hard to believe what you're saying. Is it really true?
It's true. I honestly didn't expect that even my mother-in-law had been affected. Fuxian's wrongdoing is already clear from my investigation. You can look forward to the article soon.
If what I'm hearing is true, I'll have to reconsider our relationship.
No!
As you know, my family runs a caregiving equipment company, and public reputation matters. I'll have this properly investigated. Maki's article didn't cause a huge stir, but it sparked a small social ripple. The corrupt facilities named weren't just Ayaka's families, but all of them saw a rise in lawsuits from residents.
Maki-san, is it really okay to file a refund claim for the cancellation fees now? Since charging them was illegal to begin with, it's only right to request your money back.
Additionally, administrative orders were issued over the various legal violations. If they fail to improve, even harsher penalties will likely follow. And so, another ordinary, uneventful day off.
I usually leave the cooking to you, so today I'm on kitchen duty.
As I watched her teasingly say, "Go easy on me," Maki began recounting the aftermath as she cooked.
By the way, I heard Fuxian is shutting down.
We had no plans to use it, but when it comes to care facilities, you really need to do your research or you'll end up in a nightmare.
Here's the miso soup. I hope it suits your taste, Mother. Thank you. It looks delicious.
Mom, I hope this has finally cured you of any thoughts about moving into a facility.
I know.
Mom smiled. It was the kind of moment I wished could last forever.
Oh, and I heard Ayaka and Yuji officially broke up.
Well, considering she was hiding her family's situation, that was probably inevitable. Still, if Ayaka hadn't mocked us, she wouldn't have been exposed like that in public. You really shouldn't look down on people lightly. If you leave yourself open, you might get hit with a harsh payback.
Hello, Brittany here. Thank you so much for watching our episode. I hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!